Morning, folks. Andy here. Today is Friday, May 29th. So happy Friday to you. For those who Friday is the last day of the work week, happy end of work week. For those of us who work every day, it's just another day. But anyway, I'm just talking today about, or want to raise the topic today about what's going on in Minneapolis, in Minnesota, and also St. Paul. Uh, Basically, what's been going on is people reacting to the event that happened to Mr. Floyd, and the way that he was murdered on the streets of Minneapolis by the police officers who were there really to protect and serve the community, and the complete disregard they showed for his life. Notwithstanding the fact that bystanders were pleading with the police officers to permit this man who was on the ground to let up and let him breathe. It just showed a complete disregard for human life. And I've made several videos about that this week in terms of how I feel about it, the fact that this is happening over and over again, particularly to black people who look like me, people who look like my son, and the fact that this cycle continues and for some reason doesn't change. Now, I woke up this morning to find out that our illustrious President Trump, sends out a tweet basically saying that he is willing to authorize lethal force against people who are protesting, including looters. And I think that is indicative of the problem we have in the society, the belief that use of force is the option in every single circumstance, which is really what led to this man being killed in the first place. This cowboy mentality that might is right needs to change, and unfortunately, that is what's being done in communities of color. We have people coming in using their badges to show that they're in charge and they're going to enforce their authority on the community without recognizing the impact that has. And so it seems like this kind of conduct really does come from the top. It is systemic. It is part of our culture. And it needs to end. This right makes might culture, the fact that I have authority and I'm going to exercise over you at all costs, including the cost of your life, is not the way we need to conduct ourselves in this society. That needs to change. That is one of the main reasons for a lot of the violence we have in our communities, in our society. It's something that's been indoctrinated in us, and it needs to change. And it's a part of, it's really a part of the American male patriarchy and dominated culture. And I don't want to sound like a social anarchist here, but the reality is that is part of the mindset that needs to be changed. In order for us to progress as a society that recognizes equity, that recognizes the importance of fair treatment, that recognizes the importance of listening to other voices, even though you don't agree with them, then this right makes might mentality has to go, because those who believe that they have the authority to do whatever they want will exercise that authority without recognizing the pleas or concerns of those who are not in authority. And that's what we saw displayed in Minnesota. The fact of the matter is, because these officers believe they had authority to do whatever they wanted to, they disregarded the responses of the community and those who were around them who were showing them that they were wrong. And so that mentality has got to stop. So just putting it out there, because it's unfortunate to see this situation perpetuated by the people who are in the highest level of authority in this land, who are blinded by the fact that it's that same mentality that caused this situation to happen in the first place. So just putting it out there. Hopefully you all have a beautiful and blessed Friday, and an enjoyable weekend. Thank you.